People love it when you try to speak their language and screw it up. They love that you even tried. Those pictures of me were in Brunei in November. Do you think I stood out a little bit? Look, that's me in the top right corner, in the white shirt. I was hired by the government of Brunei and flown to Brunei to do a workshop for 300 millennials, 90% of whom were female, all Muslim, all dressed like that, and me. I was the only second American speaker that the government of Brunei had hired. I was scared. Do they hug? Do they laugh? Do they do shaking hands? I researched the heck out of this thing. I'm serious. I learned, like if I go like this, hi, Madonna, I point, oh, yes, you have a question, or like that. That's rude. That's bad, right? You have to do it like this with your thumb. So I practiced with my remote control. I'm serious. It was like this. Because I do that. I'm like, oh, I get excited up here. I'm like, yeah. Point. I'd have like 300 Muslim women like going, rude, rude, rude. So I was like, okay, and what's your question? I mean, what side do you pass the tray to when you eat? I find out they eat with their hands. I'm like, okay, when in Rome, we're eating with our hands, right? I researched, but I asked all those questions. I found out they eat naked. No. Not around me, they didn't. Just want to make sure you're still with me. We're close. I'm landing the plane in about 2 minutes. But I'm serious. They don't eat naked, from what I could tell. But I had to immerse myself and ask a lot of questions that otherwise I would have felt uncomfortable. And hugging, bad. And women shaking hands with men, bad. Not acceptable. So I said it to the gal who I'd been working with on this whole thing to get me to Brunei. And I said, I got off the plane, I was like, I did my research, and I know you don't like to hug, but I'm a hugger, I just wanted you to know. And she goes, hug me, right? But we diffused it, we laughed about it, it was fun.